Nowadays, most companies have an unsustainable work process and a short-term view of their business. Most of them rely only on the economical results to measure their efficiency and their productivity without taking care of the ecological or social impact on the society. But the question that arises is, how long will it be efficient? More recently, the social perspective becomes more and more inevitable in a world where companies have stronger results requirements, and this could have an heavy impact on employees. Some researches in this field have revealed a new concept which is only at the research stage but has already some promising results: the sustainable human resource management. A sustainable HRM refers to human resource management systems which control harm and externalities, allow regenerative work and resource production, address multiple bottom lines in economic, ecological, and social domain. This research paper focuses on a specific field of sustainable HRM, which is talent management. We'll look at how a company deals with the problem of attracting and retaining talent and the means they give to achieve their objectives. The specificity of our paper is that we will analyze a very specialized technological company active in a market niche and how they manage to attract and retain some very specific profiles. We have chosen to take the case of TD Williamson, which is specialized in pipeline equipment and services. So the main question we'll try to answer in this research paper is how a specialized technological company managed to attract and retain talent through human resource management. But first of all, let's talk about the methodology. Firstly, we studied different concepts of talent management and human resource management in a sustainable way and realized our literature review. After that, we proceed to 5 interviews to TD Williamson in Nivelles, and we interviewed different people as an engineer, an HR manager, an employee, and a manager responsible for technicians and workers. And finally, we have responded to our main questions by analyzing and comparing our literature review with the different factors of the selection and retention of talents in TD Williamson. So now let me explain what happens in TD Williamson for talent. The company defines a talent as the ability to reach objectives more efficiently than someone else. That corresponds to the definition of our literature review. So we have 3 types of talent: mechanics, employees, and managers. And they are employed thanks to different ways: employment agency for mechanic, a headhunter company for employees, and among the staff or after a mission of consulting for manager. Then they are trained and follow a talent program. We have to notice that the company tries to hire more qualified people than required. About the identification of talent, a review is done every 6 months. Only managers review employees and mechanics. Or, it could be better to make a 360 degrees review in order to avoid discrimination. About the retention, mechanics have 2 main incentives to stay in the company: wages are comfortable and the recognition as an expert. Thanks to our study, we can say that mechanics are managed on a sustainable way. For employees, the main retention is training, and it could be a trap because employees have to pay a part of the training cost if they leave the company before a certain amount of time. So we cannot say that TD Williamson is sustainable with their employees. For manager, corporate culture and challenges are retaining them in the company, and TD Williamson make everything to keep them on a long time, so we think that it's sustainable. And finally, about the future, economic conditions lead TD Williamson to decrease the training budget, but it's a main strength of the company. So it could decrease their retention capability, decreasing the quantity of training given. Then, let's talk about the engagement motivation. According to our literature review, many organizations today are trying to find measures for increasing the engagement and the motivation of the employee, as they believe that by this way, organizations can improve their productivity, profitability, and sustainability. Building an engaged workforce is a long-term initiative, but it requires coordination, consistent effort from leaders, organizational systems, and individuals, which must be linked with the performance leading to the sustainability of the organizations. Moreover, increasing the engagement and the motivation of talent can be a crucial issue to retain them in the company. TD Williamson tend to give them the opportunities to express their talent, to take initiative, and to grow in their project. TD Williamson tries to manage his human resource in a sustainable way, with different factors and different process. As the definition of engagement by David MacLeod, the company creates the conditions in which employees offer more of their capability and potential. Finally, our analysis and our comparison between literature review and the field leads us to consider that TD Williamson has specified procedures to recruit his different talent, and the firm tries every day to retain its employees, its mechanics, its managers by multiple processes. So sustainable is not clearly expressed in their HR policy, but with our literature review, we can realize that their different processes are designed in a long-term vision. At the end, we can conclude that they act in a sustainable way with its staff.